Oberon Downs. Football joke. Hey, it's Brainmuffin back with another beer review, and today we have Oberon from Bell's. This is one of their more famous beers, perhaps the most famous beer that they make. I think they got into trouble with some winery for an Oberon wine or something like that, but all that was settled long ago. It's American wheat ale. Many people, when they first start with Bell's, this is one of the first beers they have. It's very widely distributed. Lots of people like it. I think the average on Untappd is like 3.7. It is a decent, non-assuming, non-threatening beer. It's a very good starter beer for people wanting to get off of the Anheuser-Busch garbage. So, like I said, it's American wheat, so it's going to have a nice mild flavor. Not sure what all that gunk in the bottom was. It's yeast, because wheat beers many times, as you can see, it's kind of cloudy, kind of chunky even. Wow, that is, I don't know if I've ever seen it that chunky. I wonder if I shook this up. Yeah, it's packaged this year. I don't know. I haven't had Oberon in a long, long time, so it smells okay. Maybe I forgot to swish. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. I'm not a big wheat beer fan, so I don't get them a lot. But it's got all that kind of citrusy, it's kind of like hints of citrus. It's from the hops, a little bit from the wheat. There's kind of this very mild, flows well over the tongue. It's a nice balance, no big huge hop bomb. It's not a malt bomb. It's just kind of right in the middle, not very bitter at all. I think it's 10 IBUs. You're barely going to notice that at all. 5.8%, so it's a little high for a session beer, but it's a great session beer. I mean, it's got a nice weedy and kind of a little bit of yeast in there because, like I said, most wheat beers are not filtered. And so the reason is for that is the wheat doesn't provide a lot of head retention like a barley would, and so the yeast is there to help with that head retention. As you can see, even though this looks like it might, probably not a bright tank considering that no, it's not. I can tell by the foam on top. So it's naturally carbonated, but it's going to maintain a nice head because of that yeast, and the yeast imparts some flavors. So usually you'll kind of want to swirl this around a little bit, but I forgot. It's nice. If you ever order this in a bar, say on draft or whatever, they pour it for you, and they put an orange wedge in there, please toss that out. You don't need fruit added to this. It has a fruitiness all of its own. You don't need to add it with artificial fruit or any other crap. This is definitely, I'm going to give it a solid 4. I like Tommyknocker Brewery, I think it's called Tommyknocker, their wheat a lot better, but this is a good all-around beer. This is a good beer to go to if you you don't have any other choices. You know, this is a decent beer. It'll pair with just about any food, especially something you would eat in a restaurant. You can have with the seafood. You got like with lots of white sauces. You can do red sauces with this. You can have a steak. You can have a burger. You can have just about anything. I don't know what happened with Untappd. It's gone off in the deep end. I don't know. I'll check it out later. But it's going to mix well. It's going to nice and flavorful. You know, it's like just enough flavor. It's going to complement just about any dish well. It's not bitter, so it's going to complement sour pretty well. This is a beer that as you drink it, it warms up. It's going to open up a little bit more. This has been basically straight out of the refrigerator. I mean, I had it sitting out for a little bit. But it is a little bit high on the fizz. And it's a good all-around beer. Like I said, most people are introduced to Bell's through Oberon, and many people get into craft beer through Oberon because it's really a non-assuming. If you're used to an Abita or Abita wheat beer, which is decent, this is going to be that next step if you like wheat beers. This is a bit more flavor, and as you go, you can find there's other wheat beers. There's some wheat, like barley wines with wheat that I've had. I've had some of those taste just like wine. It's amazing. There's no grape musk in it at all, but those flavors. But this is definitely something you can have with just about anything, and it's going to complement very well. I gave it a solid 4 out of 5. This is definitely a good wheat. It's not a great wheat, but it is a good one. It's one of the better ones. And so obviously those that are 4.5, 4.75, in my opinion, are even better, and they're just kind of like that further up. It's not like a small increase, it's a big increase. Wheat beers are not that easy to do because of their cloudiness and other things. Some people will freak out about it, but hey, it's supposed to be cloudy. It's supposed to be like that. There are some that are clear, and they're amazing. But it's not particularly a wheat beer. If you get a wheat German beer, they're also, many times you'll pull the thing upside down, and you want to get that yeast out of there because that's part of the flavor, and it's also a good source of vitamin B. All right, if you had Oberon, what do you think? Like it, don't like it? Comments below would be great. Find me as Brainmuffin on Untapped, and we will see you. Bye. Go lay down. We played outside. Are you done? Stop it.